All right, Lex. And for those of you that are not Lex, this video is to help my daughter with her refeeding after a 70, that's 70 day fast. Now, I have done a how to refeed video before, and that's the standard template. This particular video goes into more depth because Alexis has that PCOS stuff. So there's some things she just can't have. She also can't eat things like lettuce, and she can't, well, she just has a lot of different eating preferences and requirements. So that's what this video is for. Lex, from now on, talking straight to you, kid. So I'm only going to list out 6 days worth of actual dietary requirements. And these are going to be broken down by meal, by day. And then after the 6th day, I'm going to leave the text up, and it is a template for you to use the remaining days from number 6 to number 14. And you can generally use it if you want to stay healthy in your everyday life, if that's what you want to do. So let's get started with day number 1. And the day number 1, your first meal back, because you can't do broths, we're going to do 2 eggs. We're going to lightly salt them. We're going to lightly pepper them. We're not going to do it heavy because your body's not going to be able to adapt to that amount of spice right off. But a little is important. Also, you don't like the taste and texture of eggs, so a little salt and pepper will make it go down way easier. At the same time you cook your eggs, I want you to cook 4 ounces of a nice clean steak. And then after it's cooked, however you cook it, medium, rare, however, go ahead and cut it up into small bites, put it in a little container, and carry it with you for the next few hours. Just throw a bite in here and there over the next 2 hours. You should finish it before it ever gets cold. It should still be warm. That's going to be it for day number 1, right up until about 30 minutes before you go to bed. Then you're going to have 2 of those Premier Protein Sam's Club shakes that I got you hooked on last time you were here for boot camp. They're 160 calories each. That's 320 to send you right off to bed, and you'll be good to go. That is it for day number 1. Day number 2 gets a little bit more complex, but not that much. We're still going to do eggs. I prefer mine to be scrambled. You can do them however you want. I just like scrambled eggs. You're going to get to do a 1/4 cup of hand shredded, not pre-shredded cheese. And the reason we're doing hand shredded over pre-shredded is the pre-shredded shit comes in a bag with a powder that is designed to prevent it from clumping together. We don't want that powder. It's nothing but empty carbs and just bullshit we don't need. So hand shredded cheese all the way. If I say shredded cheese from here on out, I'm talking about hand shredded. Bottom line, that's it. Today, for breakfast, you're also going to add in a single piece of lightly buttered toast. You can put the eggs on there and make it a little quick sandwich if you want. That's up to you. That'll be it for breakfast. Now, we're still not going to do lunch today, but we are going to do a couple of snacks. The 2 snacks we're going to do are 10 of those large queen olives, like I've showed you. That's going to be considered a snack. Just throw it in a bag, whatever. And then we're also going to do a 2-ounce portion of fresh walnuts. Now, normally, walnuts would be a 4-ounce snack. This is early in your refeed. 2 ounces is enough. It's going to help get things moving in there. Now, for dinner, you're going to go ahead and do 4 ounces of steak, cooked however you want it, and then you're going to do 4 ounces of steamed broccoli. You can take the broccoli and cook it with the steak if you want, so that you can get the sauce and stuff on there. Throw maybe a couple of teaspoons of soy or steak sauce, mix it all up, pour a little butter, and that's going to be the end of day number 2. Let's move on now to day number 3. Day number 3, we're starting again with 2 eggs. This is the last day you're forced to start with eggs, but eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. So there's a reason bodybuilders use them all the time. They are packed with everything you need to be healthy inside. Now, 2 eggs with salt and pepper. Today you get to add some bacon and a single piece of toast. You can make it into a sandwich. You can do whatever you want. 3 strips of bacon. I'm sure you're going to be like, oh my God, I can have bacon. That's going to be a plus, okay? For snacks, because we're not doing lunch again on day 3, 10 olives is one snack. You got 4 ounces today of fresh walnuts. Or today we're adding in watermelon. You can have 16 ounces of cut up watermelon, which I know you're going to go for because it's sweet, it's tasty, it's full of water, and it's everybody's favorite snack. So that's a beautiful snack to go for. For dinner today, we're going to do a larger portion of steak. We're going to do a ½ pound, an 8-ounce steak. Cut it into small bits, and then you're going to do a cup of cooked white rice. So if you make rice normally, you'll use 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. You're going to take a cup of the finished product, throw it in a pan, throw the cooked steak in a pan, throw in your little spices or whatever, a little bit of seasoning, sauces, mix it all up, throw it in a bowl, boom, dinner. Excellent source of protein, and the rice is going to help get things moving real good inside you so that you can poop regularly because you're doing a lot of eggs, you're doing a lot of steak this first week. Let's move on to day number 4. Today, because we've done eggs every day, day number 4 is going to be fruits. So I listed here 8 ounces of grapes, 8 ounces of watermelon, 8 ounces of citrus fruits. Peel them, throw it all in a bowl, and you basically have a mixed fruit bowl. There's about 24 ounces. And that's going to be lots of natural sugars to get you through the day because other than snacks, you're going straight through to dinner. Now, for your snacks today, you've got 4 ounces of almonds, you got 4 ounces of walnuts, and again, 10 of the queen olives. The queen olives are always a great snack. They got good fats in them, and it's 50 calories for the entire snack pack. So it's actually the lower calorie option of all of the rest. And for dinner tonight, because you said you wanted to throw some fish in, we're actually going to do pan-seared fish. I said fish, not, I would normally do like tilapia or salmon, but you can do whatever fish you want. You're going to pan-sear it, season it however you want, throw it down on a bed of fresh spinach leaves, and then that's going to introduce spinach back into your body. After dinner today, you're going to actually have either 2 protein shakes before bed, or you get to have one of those 6-ounce yogurts. With or without fruit, doesn't matter. Just make sure that it is not high sugar content. So you don't want the ones with a lot of extra sugar. Go for Greek yogurt if you can find it. And I don't mind if it's the uppy downy shakers or whatever they call it that's got a little bit of granola in it. You can have that. It's not a problem. But remember, 6 ounces. You're limited to 1 of those. Once we get to day number 5, things get a little bit more complex. Now your body is woken up. Your digestive system should be moving. You should have had several decent poops already. And you should be feeling pretty fucking awesome, honestly. So, start out your breakfast. You can do either the 24-ounce fruit mix that we've already discussed, or you can do the standard 2 eggs, bacon, and toast. That's going to be your breakfast. For lunch, you're going to want to go with an actual mixed salad, somewhere around 14 to 16 ounces, light or no dressing. You can do the vinegar and oil dressing if you want. I like to just drizzle a little bit, and it makes the salad just have a little bit more kick. Of course, I also like to sprinkle a little bit of pepper in my salad. So I'm a weirdo. Anyways, do what you want to do there. Just be mindful of the portion sizes. For snacks today, you can have a piece of fresh fruit. A portion size for the fresh fruit is like a cutie, a portion size is 2. You can have 2 pieces. You can have 4 ounces of fresh walnuts or 4 ounces of roasted almonds, whichever. And you don't have to eat those. The snacks are just if you get hungry during the day. Then for dinner, you can do an 8-ounce steak tonight. You're going to do a small baked potato, not a large one, a small baked potato. Don't go crazy. With a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese and like a 1/4 cup of sour cream or butter. And then you can even do a small side of broccoli. Bruno, get down. He's hitting my monitor. He's a weirdo. And that's going to finish off day number 5. Now, as I said, day number 6 becomes a completely different animal. Day number 6, you're going to take this list and you're going to choose every day what you want. You're a human being and you're an adult. You can choose your own meals. The only thing I want you to do is choose from these lines to break it down and make sure that you stick to your portion control, because that is the biggest thing here. Is first off, no processed sugars, stay away from processed foods, and then second off, portion control has to be done, or else you're just going to screw everything up. We don't want to do that. So what I put here for breakfast, you can choose either 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, 2 pieces of lightly buttered wheat toast, or a small salad with 4 ounces of cooked chicken and a little bit of dressing on top, or the 24-ounce mixed fruit salad bowl. Either or, do what you want for breakfast. Lunch, if you want to do lunch, just make it a salad, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of grilled chicken so that you get the protein. Or you can skip it and add an additional snack if you want to just snack throughout the day, because I know that's a thing you like to do every now and then. And for snacks, you can do, again, 4 ounces almonds, 4 ounces of walnuts. You can do a couple pieces of fresh fruit. You can even do a 16-ounce wedge of watermelon. Either or. Pick a couple. Pick 3 if you skip lunch. It's fine. You're not going to hurt yourself eating 2 or 3 snacks, even 4 if you're just craving. But that's your limit. No more than 4. All right. For dinner, I'm basically just giving you a few options here that I know work well. You can make your own dinners as long as you stick to the rules of no fried foods, tend to stay away from processed foods, processed meats, and try to stay good and in your zone for portion controls. I break it down like this. You can get a 4-ounce steak, a 12-ounce potato, make you a loaded steak baked potato topped with 1/4 cup of cheese, 1/4 cup of sour cream or butter, and you've got a nice meal all on its own. If you do that, you can always throw a little side salad, boom, done, right? Or an 8-ounce, a bigger steak with a medium-sized mixed salad and some light dressing. Boom, done. Or go for the big-ass salad, top it with either steak or chicken, or if you want to top it with fucking tuna, you can do that too. It's up to you, really. Or you can do rice with your dinner. You can do chicken and rice, steak and rice, fish and rice. You can do rice pilaf. You can do that's rice and cheese all mixed together. It's very tasty. Whatever you want. Portion control is essential. So 1 cup. If you're doing rice and for dinner, it's always 1 cup of cooked rice mixed with whatever 4 to 8 ounces of meat you want to do. Then you can also do the lemon pepper tilapia or whatever pan-seared salmon or anything on top of that of fresh spinach. I know you can't do lettuce, so the spinach will get seasoned by the fish. So you don't even have to add any extra sauce or anything. And that's it. You can make your own from then on out every day through the 14 days of your refeeding process. And then, baby girl, your 70 days turn into 84, turn into fucking awesome. Daddy loves you, super proud, blew my record so far out the water, I can't even see the ship no more.